Hello everybody, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. And as you can see, current game is loading and that gives me a little bit time to explain what happened in the previous games. Basically, I've had 3 full sessions recorded just when I wanted to upload and was just doing a quick test look because I've had complaints about sound before. Finding out that the entire thing wasn't having my voice. Well, some may like that, or constant clicking going on. And basically all 3 episodes, about 4.5 hours in total, is useless. So I had to delete those. My 4th attempt, I just started, and all of a sudden the sound was over the speakers instead of the headphones. So that one didn't work as well. So what am I going to do? A lot. I learned in the previous 3 episodes that I will need another route to make money. That's number 1. So I'm going to build that one now. And I still need to get used to this system. I will set up a route from this oil well to the refinery, to the fuel refinery, to the city. And I will start with setting up this part. The reason is I will need a lot of money, an awful lot of money even. And well, this is costing me money at the start. Eventually it will give me a lot in return. So I will need that. Still, I'm already certain about that. But still, despite that, I will have to take a loan. So the first part, oil well to refinery, that's going this direction. That's no problem. And I will need a feeder for that. And as a matter of fact, if I play this smart, I can actually do it like this. Which means that means they're both going that. I might as well create a shorter one. What will happen is I will actually cutting off and I can let the transport which is heading out for the fuel get in here, go over and move that direction. So we're actually cutting a little bit off from where we're going to. The last one doesn't need that setup until the point I need something over there, so I might as well build it here. I will do that part as soon as I have my trading routes, my transport route started. So that's that. Last part, I'm still wondering if I actually should create a cut this way. I can do that. Like that. It's costing me 56, but it's saving me quite some time because this part, just look at the size of this road. It's compared to here. So that's already saving my saving some money. Now to set up new line, oil well to refinery. That's one. And as usual, load, don't load. The only thing I may actually change later is the platforms used, but that depends at what happens if I add the other one. The other one head out from this platform to the same direction, into same direction, and heading back to the truck station. Now I have to look, because I think I need to revert those two lines over here. Crude, normal oil, and fuel. Waiting time, none. And done. Which leaves me with one more thing to do. Buildings, depots. And done. The question is, yep, I have to swap them. Because if I'm not mistaken, I can add one platform. And after that, street access. We build a new main road. And with this, we'll see what I want. No circles or whatever. The crude is dropped off here. It's no use to use a big platform because it's only a drop-off platform. The other crude is dropped off, but the normal oil is being picked up over there and transported here. And here it has to do a circle. Although I could actually create an exit and force it to go that way. But the problem is, no, I got a better idea. I can build waypoints like that. Now, if I bring up the panel again, actually I better bring up this panel again. That one at station. And that's exactly what I want. This gives a nice fluid road transport. That works. So, we've got that one done. Time to buy vehicles. I still need this one. And that one. And that means this one disappears. So, that one. Holland. Buy. Cargo. 10. Start with 20. Here we go again. But that's not the one I wanted. I wanted that one. Those two are ones I created for the previous versions, which I had to delete, so no use for now. So, I might as well put that one up for the time being. Feeder and fuel. And look at the difference. Wait, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now we have to wait. First, and unlike previous episodes, I won't start doing trips along the vehicles for now, because there's no use. I want to go on and I want to make some money in this whole thing. Especially since 2 years from now we got the official release of the trains. They are already here, but starting at that point the counter starts. And in 1862, that's 14 years from now, we got the next train. I want to have my whole rail set up finished by then. Which means there's a lot to do. That explains why I didn't see it. But I will do the feeders first. So I made sure that we got enough oil over there by the time I'm starting to pick up the normal oil instead of the crude. Those are the feeders. Even that's taking 3 minutes. So 254, so I have to add 5. I might as well rename them and add them right away. That also means I need about 20 for the other one. Maybe less. We'll see. So 4 minutes, 10. Ah, I was afraid of this. Good thing I made that error, because otherwise I'd be doing too many. Yeah, I think I stick to 20. That was the wrong button. Nice, that's it. So I let this go, because there's nothing I can do with it anymore. And instead, well, we can watch it, because I need to get that money anyway. Just look at the amount of oil we have here. 112 over 90, so plenty. Especially considering I'm able to transport 60 by 84, so And as usual, over time, I will try to get some of the routes out of town. So I may actually connect the roads here, here. So the feeder is actually going this way. And yes, the other one has to go. The other one will go this direction as well. And then go back. It has to go through town because it needs to dump the stuff. But in general, if I can avoid it as much as possible, I will actually try to avoid it. I can even do that now, but it will mess this. It's already messed up. And just for looks, yes, exactly what I hoped for. Next time it will travel, and it's actually cutting some time off as well. But next time it will travel like this. So most of my transportation is using another route now. Because of that, I avoid most of the traffic going through town. Only a small bit. I can even make that better if I want to. If I drop, is it possible? Yes, it certainly is possible. That one over there, and move this one and add that one. And I can sell off. Look at this, 90 seconds instead of what we used to have before. I could actually add a few more now if I want to, but for now I think I'll leave it. It's 12 seconds. Yeah, it's tricky, but this part hasn't done a full route yet, so only the first ones start to pick up. Some are actually heading another way. They're heading to the new route. Okay. But yes, this is working. So is my money actually. Although it's 1850 now, so it's not that nice. we still don't have any fuel. There's no need to look there. We can look here now. As you can see, this works very well as well. In fact, if I have to set up a second route, I could actually order them go this direction and then turn here and go back. So even those may be in a loop. So that works too. That one's empty, but this isn't. We might as well do this. There comes the new load of crude oil, though there is nothing over there. So with the crude being a little bit faster, I will make sure that there's always oil over there. So everything's working. The only problem is I will never have a full load of this, so it's likely, yes, there still is. It's likely there's some oil left behind. Some fuel left behind. But then at least I'll make sure that I'm always going to pick fuel up a full load, so eventually it will balance. And I've got this one. 12k. Yeah, 12k. So that works. What's next? Well, now this one is set up. Let's go back to the north. And there's a lot to do. And like I said, I need to take a loan for that at some point. Let's start by building up my station with the express lanes. And the reason I need those express lanes is, well, to start with, I need to build a cargo platform. I could have built a cargo platform instead. I'm really not paying attention. Because I could have built the first track all in one, as the train would come here and move on through here anyway. So that's one. Now, these are going to be my express tracks. I'll start with the bottom ones. Usually it's advised not to do what I do, and right now I should have done it anyway because I make a mistake again. I need to set up the same thing over here. One track, one passenger platform, 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks, and this is going to be my cargo platform. And I will need to build the express tracks. Now, what I need here is the cargo platform, because I'm not going to make sure if it works, but I want to find out if it's possible to drop off oil here later. So I need that cargo platform. I need the express tracks for any other train to pass by. Basically, I can do it like this. And that's it. And now I'm able to build tracks from this one to that one, and I can actually have a look how things are going. Since my game world is completely flat, I need to build 4 by the way. So I might as well do it. I'll explain it a bit. Since my world is completely flat, I can actually do this. If the world isn't flat, it's not a good idea. So there it is, 1 track. And I said I can actually build this in 4 tracks because I will need, my intention is to build cargo tracks and express train tracks. With this going like this, I got the cargo tracks done. Next step will be the express. And as you can see, they're quite neat fitting. Oh, you have to wait now. And this is why I said I will need to take a loan. I have to stop for a moment. That is the reason I need to take a loan. Is if I want to start with the train, I will set everything separate. 1 locomotive, 1, 2, 3. I want 40, so that's 8. No, sorry, 8 cars, 1.4 million. And on top of that, I have to build more stations. I have to set up some infrastructure and routes for transportation of oil. I have to buy the trucks, so all in all I will need at least 3 million in loan. that's one of the things. Also, because of this, these costs, setting up a route to transport structure materials isn't paying off. We need 15 over here, and I need a little bit more, 102 over here, so I can actually have a train run, stop here, drop something, move on to the rest, drop the rest, and then it's returning empty. And I don't want it. If I set up the oil transport from here to there, it will transport the refined oil from this spot all over the map up here, and it will be taken, refined, refueled back. So the first trip it will be empty. The second trip, however, it will be running near full or even full. So that's a lot more profitable. Yeah, 4. Let's see if I can get the last 248. Abandon building, get the money, and then return to building and having the track I was laying down still built set up. It's a feature from Railway Empire, which is very useful because you could actually lay down your track and do other stuff, and at some point be like, hey, I got 250,000 I need to build this track. So I open the track panel and lay the track and continue with the rest what I was doing over there. Won't work in this game, unfortunately. So instead, let's see what happens. My money, it looks like it's not going up fast. Another thing that will pop up not too long from now is the warning about all my vehicles need maintenance again. Won't make it, so too bad. Oh, well, 6. It's too bad, but probably I never will make it if I don't do this. So that's one. Next stage. Send to my express lanes. However, I will have my transports split up between freight and express. So since these are my express lanes and the first isn't actually important, there's no need to start working at switches over here. With the exception of one thing, nothing will be able to get to my station here if I don't do that. So I will set up one switch, one diamond crossing as some called it, up here, and expand it to both sides. Now the train arrives, we're doing right hand traffic here. So let's turn. The train arrives with cargo, moves on to the station, unloads, departs, but it's still on this track, and yeah, nothing happens. But it happens now. Same happens here. So, platform 1, arrival is simple, departure, get here to the switch and continues. Same with everything from here. The platform 3 and 4 are going to be here. Train has to depart. It arrives from that side, switches back to this track, stops up and pick up passengers, returns that way. To make sure they actually do that, I will have to set signals, and to make sure signals are actually being read just a little bit away, and that solves that problem. I will have to do the same thing up here. Later I will add more signals, and that's when the timing is actually up. But I want to show this to you, how things are going to be set up and how it's going to be working. So one switch for the express tracks, and one switch to make sure the trains are actually moving. And eventually I will add more tracks here to make sure they add to this part. So in general I could even do this now. But I think we get a problem with the curves here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So I have to set this whole thing to another spot. Probably more like this. That's working better. But I ain't there yet. So now trains departing from platform 1 will heading this way and use the switch to get to the right track. And eventually I will do the same thing over here. There's no need for it yet. Actually, that wasn't what I had in mind. Because this part is larger and I want 4 platforms. I probably have to build switches and everything further from the station. Kind of like this. And with the switch being here, I think driving up here remains normal, but this is the express track, so it's here, and over here it moves back. I could do that before though. Those need the left right here, so yes, I can actually turn the express track later. Now, next part is something I will have to build in steps because otherwise we'll go off the map. First of all, I will build a station over here. So, road. And nicely, there's this small stripe here. I'm going to use that as a reference. Now, as said, I will split the station. The other one is coming over here. So I could, in fact, immediately build somewhat larger 2 platforms. Three platforms won't work. Oh, 3 platforms will work. 4 platforms won't work. Because I can't build the express track anymore. But 3 platforms will actually do. Still need an express track up here. But for now, this will do. And reason with the 3 platforms I have right now, I am able to transport the construction materials out and the goods in the city. And if I want to expand it later, I can always do that. But for building, things are going to be fun. Tracks. Am I doing this right? Yes, those are going to be my express tracks. First of all, I need to pass here. So that's one. And I need to take the outer ones. So like that. And of course, I have to do it back as well. Collision. Why is it giving me that collision warning? So I have to build it in steps now. Okay, fine. It will take a little bit longer. These will be my express tracks, and usually I'd say I could build the other two as well. However, there's no need for it yet. Especially not since I already built the crossings here. Because the train will move in here anyway. And no, wait, there is need for it. At least a part of it. I only need to build my cargo tracks for now, but I do need this for now. Now what? Now what? Okay, don't ask me, I don't know. So, very, very long track. And I have to do this part, except from the other side. And hopefully it's possible. Yes. Again. again. I think I already know. So let's build part of the track again. And we got the collision warning, so that was the problem. Now let's see if I'm able to do it now. No. It's really bugging today. All of this is actually costing me money. I see the problem. So I have to remove more and start over for the end time. Now it looks the way it should look. Hopefully. Yes, it worked. Theory, I could already have the train coming in from this side. No, not yet. I need to change my view for a moment. Those two are my express tracks. So those two will be used. This is the one I have to merge. That's how it's supposed to be. Train stopping here should be able to travel from this track to that track. And back. Now it works. But I will show you later. Because time's always up. I will end the recording here. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will show some other stuff like signals later. For now, thank you for watching. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. I did, because everything is looking to go better as it used to do. Hope to see you next time. Have a good day and goodbye.